Gold. For, what, 7,000 years, humans have been fascinated by it? And it's not just the
Right.
beauty, right?
Oh, not at all. Its properties are incredible. It's so dense, it's durable, an amazing conductor.
Exactly. But the thing that always got me is that something like 75% of all mined gold is found, cemented inside quartz veins, and usually right in earthquake zones.
Hmm.
So that sets up this huge mystery. I mean, gold in these deep fluids is only there in tiny concentrations, like 1 part per million.
Incredibly low.
So how does Earth take that tiny amount and concentrate it into giant veins or even those famous massive nuggets? It's been called the gold nugget paradox.
That's a great question.
Okay, so let's unpack this. We've got sources that detail two pretty surprising ways that seismic events can solve this whole mystery, and sometimes almost instantly.
It really is a fascinating link between physics and chemistry. The whole process starts with these hot, mineral-rich fluids flowing through cracks deep in the crust. But you have to look at these specific cracks called fault jogs. They're sort of these sideways zigzag fractures that connect the main fault lines.
Okay, so when an earthquake happens,
The main fault surfaces slip past each other, but that jog, it doesn't slip, it gets cooled open. And that action causes this just immediate, massive drop in pressure.
how massive are we talking?
Well, one model for a magnitude 4 quake, maybe 11 kilometers deep, showed the pressure dropping from 290 megapascals to just zero point 0.2,
Wait, hold on. That's a drop of what, nearly 1,000 times?
1,000-fold in an instant.
Wow. Okay, so what does that do to the water that's in there?
It instantly vaporizes. The water's around 390 degrees Celsius, so with that pressure gone, it just flashes to steam. They call it flash deposition.
Flash deposition.
And because that happens so fast, the dissolved minerals, the gold, the quartz, they have nowhere to go. They crystallize almost instantly, lining that newly opened crack with a brand new, tiny vein.
That's incredible. And this isn't just for the big destructive quakes, is it?
No, not at all. That's the key. Researchers found that even tiny seismic events, down to magnitude -2,
Which are completely undetectable to us.
right, even those can cause a 50% pressure drop. So you have hundreds of thousands of these little events happening every year in a fault system, and each one adds a microscopic layer. It builds up that marbled web of gold veins over time.
That makes so much sense for the veins. But let's go back to the paradox of the huge nuggets. I read that to form a 10-kilo nugget, you'd need the water from like 5 Olympic swimming pools.
Yeah, simple precipitation just doesn't seem efficient enough for that.
So is there something else going on for the giants?
There is. And it's even more clever, really. It involves electricity,
Electricity, underground.
specifically a property called piezoelectricity. Quartz is one of the few common minerals that generates an electric charge when you squeeze it. It's the same principle that powers a quartz watch.
Ah, I see.
So during an earthquake, the immense stress on those quartz crystals generates a pretty significant electric field, a voltage. And that voltage forces an electrochemical reaction. It literally pulls the dissolved gold molecules out of the fluid and plates them onto the quartz.
The Earth is acting like a battery.
The-
That's amazing. And what's really wild is how it then accelerates, right?
It's a feedback loop.
Because once you have a few gold nanoparticles on the quartz, they act as a focal point. Gold's a conductor, quartz is an insulator, so that existing gold becomes like a tiny electrode.
Yes, attracting and plating more and more gold with each little seismic jolt. Over millions of years, that's how you can build a massive nugget.
Speaking of complex systems, whether you're trying to figure out how the Earth works or how AI can automate your business, the goal is often finding that focal point for maximum impact. If you need help with AI training, automation, or figuring out where agents could make the most impact for your business or personal life, you should check out embersilk.com for your AI needs.
This all raises some really important questions beyond just finding treasure.
Like what?
Well, understanding these fluid pressure dynamics, how these fault jogs rebound. They could potentially be used to improve certain aspects of earthquake forecasting.
Right.
It gives us new variables to watch.
And from a prospecting side, this electrical signal from the quartz is already being used.
That's right.
You can use remote sensing, basically using shaker trucks and special circuitry to detect those electrical signals from stressed quartz veins deep underground. It's a whole new way to search.
It just shows how the planet's power isn't just destructive. It's also incredibly constructive. All this shifting and pressure is working over geologic time to concentrate these precious resources for us.
So what does this all mean? I guess it means the immense forces of our planet, these things we see as so powerful, are also working like a giant natural battery, concentrating metals through these really elegant processes. It's just an inspiring reminder of the endless, amazing systems powering our world. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out. Thanks for tuning in.